The Velotric Summit 1 is a UL certified electric hardtail mountain bike with a 750 watt hub drive motor, a torque sensor, and a throttle. Your own personal chairlift. The powertrain on this thing can handle up to 1300 watts. It pushes out 90 Newton meters of torque, and it can propel a small human up to a claimed 28 miles an hour. We'll see about that when we take it to the trails and really push its limits with all of these tests. And while I top up this 15 amp hour battery with this 3 amp charger, let's take a closer look at this really nice beginner E-MTB. Starting out back, the Velotric Summit 1 rolls on a set of 27.5 2.6 inch wide Kenda tires. These aren't super aggressive, they've kind of got a cross-country style tread to them. You get a Shimano Altus 8-speed derailleur, a Shimano 8-speed cassette, and a nice big 44 tooth chainring. And you even get a chain guide. This will make sure that the chain stays on when the trails get kind of chattery. I like the attention to detail here. They put a frame guard so that the chain doesn't bash on the frame. Nice touch. And to complete the drivetrain, you get a set of generic cranks. And check out the pins on these pedals. They're hardened plastic pedals, but look at the pins on them. They look like they have some really decent grip. Let's take a look at the powertrain. Powered by Velotric. So here we've got all the information. It's 750 watts. The voltage is 48 volts, and it can peak at 1300 watts. Nice. Like I said earlier, this is a hardtail, so no rear suspension here. This just means that the frame will stay nice and easy to maintain, no matter what the season throws at you. Look at all these water bottle holders. You've got one here, and even one here. So you could have 2 full-size water bottles on this frame. Plus over here, you could put a pump or a tool to fix any trailside mechanical you have. Here's where the charging port is. Ooh, magnet. These guys are super serious about their UL certifications, guys, and so should you. Battery fires are some of the scariest things out there. So having something that's tested and proven to be safe is worth its weight in gold. What do you guys think of this shiny dark blue? I love it. The bike's also available in 2 other colors, and you guys can go check those out using the link in the description. And making our way up front, you get the same 27.5 inch wheel wrapped in a 2.6 inch Kenda tire. The hydraulic fork up front has 34 inch stanchions, a lockout, and preload. Another great thing about this fork is it has through axles. This will be so much stronger than those quick release skewers that most bikes come with. The brakes are a set of 2-piston Shimano hydraulic disc brakes biting onto 180 mil rotors front and back. Here's the preload. And here's the lockout. Here's the hydraulic brake levers from Shimano. You get nice riser bars, mountain bike style, really nice and wide, so they'll keep you super sturdy on the rough trails. Really nice. 120 millimeters of travel. And these are actually really nice and stiff. I don't think I'll be able to bottom these out. This is full squish and locked out. You get nice, soft rubber lock-on grips, left and right. Nice and simple, minimalistic remote with a power button, plus and minus buttons to go up and down your pedal assist modes, a mode button to change what you see on the display. You got walk mode and turning on your headlight. Thumb throttle for when you want to activate chairlift mode. I think the battery's all topped up now. Let's slam it into the bike and turn it on. Okay, hold the power button. Okay, screen's waking up. There we go. So at the top here, we've got our battery percentage left. We've got kind of a progress bar here with our power level. We've got our speed in miles an hour. Now this is gonna be your power mode. You've got 3, there's Eco, Trail, and Boost. You can change them by just going into the menu. You hold the M button, you go down to the riding mode, and then right here, you've got Eco, Trail, and Boost. And for each one of these power modes, you've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different pedal assist modes. That's over 15 different power modes for this bike. And then on the right here, you've got a bunch of different information when you tap the M button. Your average speed, max speed, calories, CO2 saved, your odometer, your total time on the bike, trip distance. You've got it all there. Here's how you turn on the headlight. You just hold the plus sign There we go, headlight on. Here's what the beam looks like on the wall. Decently wide and decently sharp. Pretty nice for a little headlight. I really like how easy the menu is to navigate on this bike. Look at this. You've got your riding modes right here. Remember, Eco, Trail, and Boost. You can set your speed limit right here. From down to 12 miles an hour all the way up to 28. We're gonna leave it at 28. Save, success. You've got your screen brightness, auto, or full brightness. Let's leave it on auto. Auto power off, auto headlight, throttle limited. That's going to be on and off. I'm going to leave it off. Rear light mode. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a tail light on this bike. So here's what the rear tail light looks like. If we hold the brake, it turns on. And if we turn on the headlight, the light turns on and it goes brighter when you hold the brake. You can set your units in kilometers or miles. What? There's an app? Okay, let's take a look at the app. So we're gonna go into the Velotric app here. There we go, connected to our Summit. It shows right here, Bluetooth connected. Battery shows up here. We've got our odometer in miles. We can start riding and use the GPS to record our rides. And then we can access all the bike settings down here. I'm gonna lower the brightness here so that you can see. There we go. Okay, so what do we got? We've got our 3 riding modes. Eco. Confirm. There we go, changed it on the bike. Trail, confirm, changed it on the bike. And it changes super fast. Confirm, boost mode, confirm. There we go. We can set the screen brightness nice and fast. I'm gonna leave it on auto. Here we can set our speed limit all the way to 28. How many minutes you want the bike to auto power off. Automatic light, throttle limit. We're gonna take that off. We can set our units to kilometers or miles. So basically every single setting that we have inside the speedometer here, we've got on our phone. And we can upgrade the firmware here. Unpair the bike when you sell it. Very, very nice. That's right, and it connects to Apple Find My. Take a look at this one, guys. Here's another unnecessary but really nice touch. As your bike charges, it tells you exactly the percentage your battery's at. Now that's convenient. So before we take it outside, there's one more test I really like to do with all my bikes. Let's figure out how fast we can get this bike to go without any weight on it. Okay, let's go throttle only. 3, 2, 1. "31 miles an hour. Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's take it outside and see what we can get with a full-size human sitting on it. So first, let's see how accurate our bike speedometer is right now. 15, 15. I'll try to hold the speed. Yeah, 15, 15, bang on, both holding strong. 16, 16. Yeah, perfect. The speedometer on the bike is perfectly tuned. Look at that, 20, 20. Perfect. Right, acceleration test. I've got the bike set in boost, pedal assist number 5. Let's go throttle only, see how fast we can get to 20 miles an hour. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 7, 11, 14, 18, 20. Wow. This thing has some torque. Acceleration feels great on this. Ooh, and a torque sensor. Let's do a top speed run. I've got the bike in boost, pedal assist number 5. I'm gonna go throttle only, see if we can get to the advertised 28 miles an hour. Let's go. 20 already, 22, 24, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31. Look at that, holding 30. I'm going on a slight uphill now, holding 30. Wow. Nice work, guys. I love it when companies undersell you on the performance of their bikes. It's so refreshing to see. So the bike all in all has 15 different power and riding modes. First of all, can you guys see the screen? It's a really nice dark and contrasty screen. Hopefully you guys can see this. But for me, outside, looks great. I can see absolutely everything. But going into the menu, look how clean this menu is. It's so nice and intuitive. Going down to riding mode here, there's Eco, Trail, and Boost. So let's start in Eco. Success. I like that. And let's go back. Lift the seat up a little bit. Okay, so we're in the granny gear right now in Eco, and I'm in pedal assist to 0, which means I'm getting no assistance from the bike whatsoever. It's doable. It's like pedaling a very heavy mountain bike. But you know what? Having the gears all the way up there makes it super manageable. You run out of power on this, you can still get home, no problems. As long as you don't have any hills to climb. Level 1, I'm starting to feel a little bit of power. It's so smooth and it's so subtle. Number 2, I didn't really feel any difference, but I do feel the bike giving me a bit of power. Number 3, again, we're in Eco mode, so this is gonna give us the minimal amount of power needed. Usually Eco mode for most mountain bikes just counteracts the weight of the bike. Let's go number 4 and number 5. So I'm not really feeling any big difference between the pedal assist modes on Eco. So let's go back into the menu. Go down to riding mode. Go into trail mode. Save. Okay, let's get back out of there. Again, let's start on number 1. Oh yeah, there we go. Bit more power here. Okay. Number 2. Yeah, it's definitely giving me power. Gonna drop a couple gears here, pick up some speed. Number 4, drop more gears. Yeah. Number 5. Let's go, 22 miles an hour uphill. How fast can we get going in trail? 27, 28, 29. Very nice. Okay, we got a pretty big hill coming up here. Let's go back into riding modes and go into boost. Let's get back out of here. Man, the menu is so easy to navigate. This is just quality all around. It's so nice. Let's go back down to pedal assist number 1. Starting the granny gear here. I even feel power right away. Like it's much more on off with boost. This is, you know, as much torque and as much power as you need from the motor. Let's go up to number 2. Okay, bit more. It's just becoming easier. Number 3. Again, I just feel like my legs have to put this much less power down to the pedals to get me going forward. Number 4. Yeah, again, more power, just easier on my legs. And number 5. Oh, I'm barely pushing on the pedals and just going. This torque sensor actually feels really smooth. This is just a really nice bike to pedal. For a bike with a hub motor and a torque sensor to be communicating that well with each other is very cool to see. Just pushing a little harder and the bike's just giving me more power. This is awesome. Look at this. Let's go, let's pedal. Drop all the gears. How fast can we get going? Oh, yeah, it just stops giving me power about 31 miles an hour. Power just cuts off and then you're just fighting the motor. But man, I am really Really enjoying pedaling this bike. Just feels so good. Nice work, guys. Okay, time for the brake test. There's my marker that I have to stop by. It's about 20 feet to this sign here. This is where I'm gonna slam on the brakes and hopefully I stop before the manhole cover. I'm gonna try to get up to full speed, which is about 30 miles an hour. Let's see how good the brakes are on the Summit one. All right, just gonna go to this intersection here. We'll turn around. Okay, let's go. Brake time. 21, 22, 26, 27, 29. And brake. Whoa. Well, I'm still touching the manhole cover. I skidded the whole way here. Woo. 180 mil rotors front and back. 2 piston hydraulic brakes from Shimano. These feel great. They lock up the wheel. I think the only thing that could have helped me here stopping earlier is just grippier tires. But these are meant to stop on dirt. So let's go test that out. So we made it to the mountain and it's time to climb. First, we're gonna do the climbing trail. I've got the bike set up in trail mode. And let's start in number 3. Nice and easy. Let's see how controlled we can stay up this pretty technical climb. So I'm in granny gear here and it's actually pretty hard. I might need a bit more power. Let's go number 4. Oh, this is doable. Go number 5 here. So I'll put on the screen the differences in power between trail mode, eco, and boost. Hopefully that all makes sense to you guys. I can definitely feel a little bit of power. It's not easy to climb in trail mode. Well, probably easier than a regular mountain bike, but this is a pretty heavy bike with a big battery, big hub motor in the back, and I'm in the granny gear here and I'm pushing really hard here. Let's see what happens when we put it into boost mode. Success. Okay, here we go. Boost mode. There we go. This is exactly why you get a bike with a battery and motor. This makes climbing easy. Now I'm sure this is draining the battery a little bit more than trail mode or whatever, and yeah, sure, you're gonna get less of a workout. But to me, it's not about the climb. It's about the descents. Time to hit the trails. Should we start on a black diamond trail? Why don't we warm up on a blue? So guys, I'm riding the Summit today in pure stock form. The only thing I did not put on is the headlight. It's not connected. I don't need it. It's the middle of the day. And I didn't put the kickstand on. But you've got pre-drilled holes here if you're going to be using it. But for me, I want as little dangling off the bike as possible. Okay, I'm about to drop into a first trail today. This is rated blue intermediate. It's a really nice single track, one of the best around my house. You guys are gonna love this one. What I'm gonna do is set the bike up in trail mode so we don't get too much power, just so I can get a more natural feel here. There we go. Success. Let's drop in. Yeah. Woo! Well, so far so good. This bike feels right on the money as far as geometry goes. Thanks, guys. Okay, stick to this one. Now, one thing I'm a little worried about today is I've got tubes in the tires. So I've pumped them up pretty hard. They're at like 35 or 40 PSI, something stupid like that. But I really want to do this bike justice and show you guys how capable the bike is straight out of the box. Oh yeah, taking all the jumps. Hardtails make it so nice to push in berms and corners. Brakes feel good. Man, anybody that buys this bike would have an absolute blast. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nice. Yeah, taking the jumps. Okay. Whoop. So guys, I'm 5'9" and I'm riding a medium, or they might call it a regular, I'm not sure. But that's the size I'm riding, if you're wondering. The 27.5-inch wheels feel so playful and accurate. Oh yeah. All right. It'll drop. Nice. Man, for a cheap fork up front, it's actually set up really stiff. So it's actually really nice. I haven't bottomed it out once. Okay, we gotta talk about this bike real quick. So far, so good. The fork, I mean, for a cheap fork, like I said, it's not the greatest. It is missing a rebound damper, but for what it is, they've got the spring rate nailed. I haven't bottomed this thing out once so far. Well, if I did, I didn't feel anything. So great fork for this bike. The drivetrain, it's a Shimano Altus derailleur. It doesn't have a clutch, but you know what? I think they've got the chain tension properly, and I didn't feel anything or hear anything back there clanking around. So really good. And check this out. They've got a chain guard right up here, so your chain's never gonna fall off your front chain ring. Very nice. And these pedals, I mean, they look cheap and generic, but look, they've got some really deep pins, so they're keeping my feet on. I don't know how long they'll last, but for pedals like this straight out of the box, this is nice. Okay, that felt really good. I'm heading back up now, but I'm gonna take the road. Why don't we go into the menu? Oh, I can't get into the menu while I'm rolling. Let's go into the menu. Throw it into boost mode. Success. And why don't we cheat for this one? Let's use the throttle. There we go. Your own personal chairlift. How good is this? Now, if you guys have been here before, or maybe have seen some of my previous videos, you'll know that this road starts off pretty gradual, but at the top there, it gets pretty steep. So I'm curious to see how much power this 90 Newton meter torque motor will actually draw from the battery. I'm at 77% right now, which is still over halfway, so I still should be getting full power from the battery. Yeah, let's see what this little Summit can do up that steep section here just before the top. 17 miles an hour right now climbing, not pedaling. This is cheating. Wait, no. You paid for this, might as well use it. Okay, I'm at the steep part here. The speed has lowered a little bit. I'm about 9 miles an hour. But you know what? This little motor's got some power, man. Now, if the speed drops below 5 miles an hour, I'm gonna start pedaling. I'm just letting you guys know. But hopefully, I can keep this steady, and this little motor that can get me up this hill. Okay, 8 miles an hour. This is really steep, guys. This is even tough to pedal on. Holding strong, 9 miles an hour. Okay, this is the steepest part. Here we go. Oh, you can feel that motor really working. 7 miles an hour. Nice. There we go. Not a single turn of the cranks all the way up that hill. Right, so just before I drop in on our Black Diamond Trail today, I want to tell you about another thing that I would do to this bike is probably put a dropper post. Now, it's gonna come with some challenges. Maybe not routing the cables through the frame because, you know, there's all the cables that come out of the headset here. I know there's some hollow spaces in here and you can probably get into the head tube. But here's where the challenge is gonna be. Usually dropper post remotes are right down here, right? So you have a lever to push, but Velotric has put the throttle on the left here. So what you would have to find is a dropper post with a remote at the top. I'll put a picture of it right here. You find yourself one of those, and then you can operate everything. Dropper post at the top, throttle at the bottom, you'd be set. You guys ready for the Black Diamond Trail? Yeah. All right, here we go. First time down this Black Diamond Trail with the Velotric Summit 1. Now I've got the bike set up in boost, but I've got a lower power level, number 3. We'll see how that goes. This trail's a little bit more challenging because there's gonna be some gap jumps in there. Now I've ridden this trail a lot, but never, ever on a hardtail. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty good on this bike, and I've got confidence that Velotric put together a really good package here. Let's go. Little drop. Little jump. Yeah. Another drop. Man. These 27.5-inch wheels, woo, feel so playful. All right, first gap jump of the day. Here we go. Guys, this bike is blowing my mind right now. $17.99. Whoop. Oh yeah, I got the gap. Nice. Here's another gap jump. Yeah. I keep having to remind myself once in a while that I'm on a hardtail. Oh yeah. This is absolutely mind-blowing for $17.99, and I'm riding this bone stock. Okay, let's finish it off here. Whoop. Little drop, nice. Another little gap, popped, nice. Another little drop, a little gap, techie section, but yeah. Oh. So $1 million question. Who is the Velotric Summit 1 for? In my personal opinion, it's gonna be for someone that's gonna wanna start mountain biking and is kind of dreading the hills. Obviously the battery, the motor takes the hills out of the equation. Get out to the mountain, enjoy some trails, work on your skills, get fit, and then when you do have confidence that you can climb, that you can get a normal mountain bike and ditch the motor, right? But for someone that's just starting, this is awesome. Like, I ride quite a bit, and I like to think that my fitness is up there, and I'm sweating right now. Even not having done the climbs, just playing around on the trails on a heavier bike really makes your whole body work. Absolutely a ton of fun. If you guys want to check out the Velotric Summit, I've got a link for it in the description. And if the guys at Velotric are nice enough to give me a discount code to help you guys with the price, it'll be right underneath the link, so don't forget to use it. And if the Velotric Summit 1 is not the bike for you, that's okay. Maybe the bike in this video will be more of what you're looking for. I'll see you there. I love you, chairlift.